Damn. How does it not work? It loaded that entire thing before it actually responded. The home button is supposed to prioritize over the keylogger. A poorly made phone. Anyways, it was an ad, and since it doesn't have permanent bottom buttons, it's not working. There we go. Took a few pushes, but there we got it. We're just going to close the app. Hey, my website. Eventually, we're going to get to actually doing something. I swear. I think I'm going to switch over to using my crack phone. This thing doesn't respond either. It keeps updating. Like it works and then it updates. And then I have to delete stuff and stop stuff. Does it not even know? There. Takes forever to recommend the channel. It is the only channel I watch on this phone. Three-second response. trying to pick out hasps. Hmm. They're cool, but I don't... I don't think they fit the box. They would fit a different style box. They're pretty cool, though. About the right size, too. You know, in 2009, I would have been about 28 years old. I was thinking about something like that. Slow close. You never know. We can come back to it. I think you have to turn this, or no, it's just a push button. And then like a snap, a push snap. Nah. That wouldn't do it. Can't use that because I'm going over an edge. It's too big. 'Kind of like the big buttons, but the leather looks like it has no purpose. And that hasp still won't work. Those are hinges. You drill a hole and push them in there. Those are cool. Six months ago, I couldn't find anything either. It's cool. Feet are kind of neat. But the hasp won't work. I like these hinges. Just have to keep looking. Well, it takes care of a couple things. I thought about making music. House music. I mean, I thought about that like 20 years ago. I think I started writing my book 20 years ago. It's probably more like 15, but still. One of these days. Problem is, I was going to write it around 25. And I never felt a full format for it. I just keep arguing with myself. Okay. Got a lot of use out of that chain. Run the same chain with 2 different stones. Partially because I keep giving all my other chains away. That be the thing. Hmm. Too many rocks. Hi there. How's it going? Howdy doobles. Um, Odds and ends. Trying to wake up and get my brain working. Right now, organizing stones. Life's too short, Colette. Cut the big gems. I have all the best intentions of getting to your ring. And it just keeps getting put off. Because I want it to be perfect. But some things aren't perfect until you do them a few times. So, take that into account. I just got up too. I think it was like 5 years ago, I made my mom a tea box. And really cool. Proud of myself. Except for it's not that great because I'm not a cabinet maker. I'm not set up for that. I mean, it's there. It's oak and white wood. It's a sandwich box. It's kind of neat, but there's a lot of crafts related problems. The wood was warpy. I don't have planer. Just not set up for that. But in terms of function, I mean, it's good. It's just, it could be better. There's filler over some screw holes instead of like hidden fastener styles, or just no fasteners. Anyways, the point is, you open the box and there's different spots for your tea. And one of them is lined with fabric, so you can put a teacup in it. And one of them's lined with wax paper, so you can put raw tea. And then one of them has a movable divider, so for different size tea bags. And I had put this hasp on it, but it just wasn't, that great. And so I covered it up and I put this little chunk of topaz on there as a handle. for the lid. And next to the topaz, I had two little paradots. Two greens and a white, like tea. Excuse me, but that was then. This is now. And I was thinking about taking one of these findings and making a little loose handle. You know, imagine one of those gems in a thing, and that's what you grab to lift the lid up on the tea box. And when you pick the tea box up, it jiggles on the front. So I think that's something that I'd like to work on. But in order to do that, I've got to get through some of these stones. And I have got a lot of them. Just not sure how to process some of them. Then some of them I am. And so I was telling myself, life is short. Process the big gems. I've got gems that I forget about. I actually cut a stone that I couldn't decide if I was done with it or not. It's like, I don't know. I might want to even it out. It was pretty good the way it was, though, right? See, I have to learn to leave well enough alone. And I did. What I did is on the way to New York, I used one hand I had free to polish that stone. When I got to New York, I made it into a necklace and I gave it to Jeannie Kim, who's been like helping me when I'm in town. She's like, hey, go here, go check this place out, call this person, you should bark over there. And so I was like, oh, giving her a, because last time I took some gems and her husband invited me over for dinner and I was like, oh, you want a gem? And she's like, oh, these are cool. But you know, it's just, the thing is, a gem, it's, you know, it's just a decoration. When it's a necklace, you can wear it around. It's a decoration for you. So I had made that into an actual necklace. The finding with the chain. She could put it on, enjoy it right away. Didn't have to get anything or do nothing. Right out of the box, ready to go. And I'm glad I did that. Because I would, you know, I could do other things to that gem, try to make it prettier, but I plenty of other gems to work on. You know? You know? Okay. Yeah. Calling that one good enough, out the door, made somebody happy, and it's a memory. I'm gonna forget about that gem for the most part. Sometime down the road, I'll be like, oh yeah, remember when I gave the genie that necklace? And it was kind of like a spur of the moment, and it was not perfect. There's a flaw, and I put the flaw on the top so you can't see it. That's how it works. But it's not like it's a problem. It's just if I had flipped it over, you'd be like, "Oh, there's a thing." But instead I up at the top and it's like it looks great and it looks clean and I mean, it's more like one of the surfaces had a curve on it. Needed to be polished a little deeper, and that was part of the reason that I was like, if I need to cut that a little deeper, do I want to even it out? So I make all those decisions, and before you know it, like, how long have I had your ring? So, um, I'm trying to cut more gems, and not willy-nilly, but I'm trying to focus on the big stuff, because I got a freaking drawer that's piling over with good intentions. I think we're gonna write that one down. Handmade is the best. Big gems are nice. I love the things you made me. Oh, I appreciate that. Drawer piled overflowing with good intentions. Yeah, that's part of the thing. My to-do list is full of good intentions. Okay. So the idea was, because I mean, I gotta show you this thing. It's so glassy. It's one of the best chunks I got. Okay, so I got a bunch of these pieces, which those are like sand pit. Those are pieces of sand. This was a chunk of glass, iron-rich glass, and it went into the sand, and those cooled down. And when I smooth it over, it'll turn into a piece of carnelian. It'll be pretty cool. You can see through it. But all that sand just kind of makes it questionable. This piece is very rich and glassy and red. I mean, the gorgeousness alone out of the red on it. But then it's also got the bands, the agate bands. I'm not going to get it to show the real color. I'm going to have to send you a picture of it, because it's more of that deep red that's kind of coming through. That kind of a red. And so I'm like, man, this is a really cool piece. Make a pretty cool necklace, you know? But I only got one chance to shape that. And both of those are things I found in the Mississippi River. So it's like I mined them myself. I got a bunch of stuff from the river. I got a few. Oh, I even got one today. I got one kind of like this yellow one. But then there's this one, which is also kind of a big glassy agate one. And it's pretty thick too. That's the thing about it. I got half a dozen of those. Oh, here's a piece of quartz. These are all things I found in the Mississippi River. That's alluvial quartz. Look at how clean it is. It's so big and open. That's going to be a faceted stone. Mississippi faceted. Then I got this one. I think I sent you a picture of this one, this little slice. It's got carnelian and quartz, and then there's that little layer of clear in between the two of them. So I'm gonna try and make that into a nice little slice. I can't really show it on camera, but when I grind this down, it's gonna look so cool. It's gonna show the red and the white and the clear, and hopefully it'll like sparkle, blink 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 blink. I don't know, like a piece of fruit with skin. Yes, hopefully we're gonna see. And this found it right out of the river. Got some pretty cool ones. So I'm going to focus on that one. Yeah, I should put these away too, since I'm not going to get to them right away. We'll come back to them at a later date. Okay, these go to the saw. Those go to the grinder. Right now I'm trying to work on this big piece of iolite, which is actually, it's thin, but it's like 3 times the size of most iolites. And you can see through it. So we'll see how it goes. And then I got this piece of green apatite that, I see how it's kind of smoothed over. It's kind of like a facet cabbed faceted thing. So I'm trying to go for that. I don't know. Green apatite's hard to work with, but I'm trying to get a pattern to show on it. I just need to even it out. And so I think I'm going to make this into like a hopefully a Christmas. It's like a, is that faceted or cabbed? Christmas gem. And this one's a gift for my host of the last couple shows I did. I think I'm going to even that out and then put that into a thinger. I got to even these 2 top facets and then the bottom part and finish polishing. And then this one is best with water on it. Pretty green one. So that's a piece of topaz, and it's kind of like an eyeball. But there's some blue in there, and it kind of goes around inside there. So it's like a little, space ball. I don't know. There's a couple inclusions that might get in the way, though. And the wedge, I showed you that. And then this piece of green apatite, I'm going to try and even it out a little bit. So that's what's on the chopping block. Thought I had something else too. Oh, I have one other topaz, but we'll come back to that. Whoa, giant Jacob. There's a piece of amethyst that I've been putting off. I cut it recently. I've got more amethysts though. It's so dark and rich. My favorite color of amethyst. And the thing is, usually with amethyst, like take this for example. Usually with amethyst, this small side would be the best angle. Sometimes it's this side. Sometimes it's like right here on the corner. It's like, what am I supposed to do with that? And I'm not talking about like knock off the other side, but yeah. Anyways, this is about the best angle for it, which is a win. And so I'm like, it's gonna get kind of octagonalized. I might even put it on the faceting machine. We'll see. It does. It's going to, hopefully. We're gonna try and get that one going. It's just I'm tired of putting off the gems. And you know what? I think what I can do is put a piece of this Ethiopian in your ring and get you something at least to wear. And then I can keep the search going to find, because I'll make a couple of them, and that way I'll know what size I need. Did we finish all the hangouts? I think so. Yeah, I never copied them over, but I think we got all the jokes out of them. One of 25. Okay, there we go. Yeah. I I carry my own banana for scale. I was NPCing today when someone decided to spawn me into character. Have you ever heard the term gaslighting? 'Cause that happened to me. And I'm not into gaslighting. I prefer LED lighting. I'm green. I care about the future. I don't want to be passing any gas on to the next generation. And then I gotta go from there. But something like that, it kind of leads into that. I gotta make sure I tell a story about being gaslit in the first place. Okay, where was the other ones that I had? You know, I love to gaslight when someone is trying to attack. So if someone's like, what makes you think you can do that? You say something like, you're not authorized to make that decision. Or you're not authorized to comment on that. Or something like that. I need to get a better example that's funny. Let's see. Oh man, your second pineapple. That's awesome. I gotta send you some plant food. See what happens when you give one of them some plant food. That's awesome. It always feels good eating your own food. I like picking some of my raspberries when I go over there to pick some of my watermelons. Yeah, mosquitoes are attracted to frustration. I talk to myself to deal with my attention deficit disorder. Trying to think of something about like in the Midwest, we talk to our gas station attendant the same way that people in the city talk to their doorman. Then I wanted to write some jokes about, have you ever met someone who whispers too loud? Types of elevator music while on the phone versus types of elevator music while in an elevator. I don't imagine you have the capability to whisper, Colette. No offense. No, I'm kidding. Um, when I was a kid, I was told that if your hands are itching, it means you're gonna come into some money. So I started washing my hands with lye soap and drying them with wool sweaters. That's all I got this week. I think I have a frog at my window. Sometimes they try to jump in. Oh, I did have something else. I think we already talked about collecting money at the door is way better than collecting money at the fire exit. Yeah, I don't know. I had this one about a tour guide that was so bad it turned out to be it turned out to be a tumor guide. Tumor guide. Mm. Well, that makes sense. Man, I really didn't come up with a whole lot of bits this year, did I? It's alright. I got a lot of little stuff. Hmm. Alright, let's play a little bit of video game, shall we? We made some progress. want to make a QR code sticker, but what should it look like? It should probably lead to my TikTok, I guess. I don't have one of those, though. I need to have a joke on it. It's funny enough to get people to click. Hmm. So catchy.
What do you say, pal? Seen any action? Remember that arc, don't you? The one from yesterday. Little bugger pulled a knife on me earlier. I had to put him down. Well, things are bound to get worse before they get better. They always do. Keep your eye.
Well, I guess we gotta go back there then. Which means I am going to need a drink.
Go take your break. My feet are killing me.
Going for an old beggar. pity on an old war veteran.
Get your black horse courier here.
Me children are starving, please help.
Hi there.
Well met.
Stop talking already! Oh, there's the new arena grand champion. Now listen, I bet you're wondering what's next, eh? Well, I've been thinking. Why not spice things up a bit? Give the people of Cyrodiil what they really want. We revise the rules of competition, offer a new kind match. I'm talking weekly shows, fights, pitting you against... Are you ready for this? Monsters! And maybe even some wild animals. Sounds great, doesn't it? I've had some people out collecting your new combatants. The wilderness is full of them. Let me know when you're ready for a match and it's showtime. Look, these aren't your average arena matches. They're shows. You fighting some savage beasts. People come to see you kill things. It's simple. We can do them any time of the day. You kidding? The citizens of the Imperial City would love some late-night entertainment. You can wear whatever you want, of course. We don't want you getting killed out there. You can only fight once a week, though. We'll need that much time to catch new creatures for you to fight against. Oh, and don't worry. We'll try to match the creatures to your combat abilities so the fights will always be more or less fair. Sounds good, huh? We'll do it like this. You can fight 1, 2, or 3 creatures. The more creatures you fight, the more you win. If you survive, that is. Would you believe Owen once asked for my hand in marriage? It's true. Poor bastard was heartbroken when I turned him down. I'm old, not desperate. The history books detail his life as a warrior for the Order of Diagna, but he was also the first blade master. No Shinji, no arena. Simple as that. Owen likes to think he's the boss, but without me this place would fall apart. Who orders the ointment? Who mops up the blood? Me, that's who. The battle matron serves as the Grand Champion's trainer and manager, among other things. Plus, I get to keep Owen in line. Works for me. Well, what are you waiting for? Get! Well, well, if it isn't Dragonheart. How's our new Grand Champion, huh? You ready to make me some money? Looks like you've reached your peak. Tell you what, from here on in, you can fight 1, 2, or 3 Minotaur Lords. So what's it going to be? You've got it. I'll have the 3 Minotaur Lords brought out to the arena. Now get up there and give the people what they paid for.
Good people of the Imperial City, welcome! To the arena! You've come to watch the Grand Champion battle some of Cyrodiil's fiercest creatures. Who will survive this week's epic battle of combatant versus beast? Let's find out. Lower the gate!
They're kind of big.
Well met.
Great show, great show. You really brought down the house. Here's your gold. Now get some rest, and I'll see you next week.
All right, then.
Stop talking already.
Well met.
Greetings. Good to see you.
Gilgondrin. Silver home on the water has beds and food. What's your pleasure?
Uh,
The watchman looks like he may have been a sailor. No one knows where he came from, or why he looks so sad. I don't like talking about the dead like they're some kind of tourist attraction, but that spirit has been making his ghostly journey for years now. We've learned to just accept that he's there. Every night, sure as clockwork, he appears at Bunwatch Camp at 8 on the shore of Nibbin Bay. He's never harmed anyone, but most people give him a wide berth. You seem curious enough, so I'll be glad to pinpoint where he appears on your map. You too.
the ghostly figure, the forlorn watchman or woman, has appeared on the shore of Nibbin Bay. Perhaps I should watch him for a bit and see what he does. Oh, it died already. Good old reflect spell. What is with this guy?
I was once the man known as Grantham Blakely. Look for me in the mouth of the panther. Please, release me.
Here's a question. How can we unite people with comedy? I've arrived at the mouth of the panther. Excuse me, beyond the tooth-like rocks is the remains of a small cargo ship named MMA. It looks like it sank a long time ago. I should investigate the wreck and its ghosts. There's gonna be ghosts. You know there's ghosts. In the wreck of the MMA, a spirit attacked me. The vessel seems completely infested. With them, I suspect them to be the remains of the MMA's crew. Why this happened to them puzzles me. I should press forward and investigate further. He threw a ball of powder at me. For crying out loud. Log of the MMA. Must have ate a lot of fiber to have a log that big. I've discovered the logbook of the MMA. It appears the stum point was mutiny, ship diverted from its course. 2 men tried stop mutiny, imprisoned below, seeking shelter from bad storm. Ship pulled into what looked like safe cove. Last entry. Didn't see the rocks. Mouth of panther ran aground. Continue investigating. Okay, so they were trying to like avoid a storm, and the captain said no, there's rocks there. if we try to do that, we'll crash. And they were like, no, we're not going to sail into this storm. And there was a mutiny. After taking aboard more crates and Leowin, Captain pointed north towards Imperial City, pleaded with him until next day, insisted continue despite the look of the sky. Known decision was his. Wasn't long before the May hit the storm, just as suspected, far too dangerous to sail through. Last bit of daylight disappearing, navigator Quan spouted inlet off starboard bow. Captain ordered wheelman to steer towards the inlet in the hopes of getting in the May out of Nibbin Bay. It was at that moment Gable gave me the signal and we struck. He always had an eye for the captain's position, and with the chaos going on, this was a better time. Only that idiot Blakely was still loyal to the captain, but the rest of us wanted the May. Fight lasted a minute or two. Blakely and Mountain knew that fighting was futile. We tossed him down below, and now Gable has set the May on course for the inlet. Hopefully we can get her secured for a while. Oh, it was just a mutiny despite the problems. Anyways. Aw. I didn't mean to waste a couple of those expensive arrows. Whoops. Hopefully. I mean, for crying out loud. This is the captain's quarter. Oh, wow. Barricaded the door. Oh, everything slammed forward when they crashed. Okay. Oh. No gold, but that's definitely a chest. And the gold's in the sack. Whatever. Found a key in the remains of Gable, the traitor, named in the MMA's log. I should search Emma for the lock to match the key. Oh, okay, that was the traitor guy. There's the guy. Skeleton chained to wall in the lowest deck. Believe these the remains of Grantham. Should use the key I found to unlock. Where's the captain, though? That's Blakely, the good guy. But what about the captain?
I knew one day someone with unyielding virtue would heed my words and speed my release. You risk much to perform such a selfless act. This noble deed will not go unrewarded. Look upon the ground in this prison. There you will find a map to my gratitude. I thank you with all my heart. Farewell.
Alright, so we go from the boat all the way over to here and we get some loot. Speaking of pirate chests, this is buried treasure. I now have Grantham's map in my possession. With it, I should be able to find the location of his treasure chest. Out of my way! Out of my way! Ooh, I got it. Whatever it was. Oh, there's a treasure chest if I ever saw one. Can't believe there's no Narnia route. Whoa, a dead troll? What? Me worst troll ever. Nobody pay bridge toll. Me not scary enough. Me get drunk. Troll drown. Whatever. The things they put in this game. Okay, so we're off to see the pirate chest that has some treasure. Because of the wonderful things that are in it. Better be wonderful things in it. One of them treasures of immeasurable value. Oh, Colette, can you believe it's been a quarter of a decade since I started doing stand-up? It's been longer than that. Shoot, it's been like almost 4 years. Like 3.5 years since I started doing stand-up. I need to do ads. Really, I mean, honestly, I need to combine Why'd I Buy That with the comedy. And do a good job of it, of course.
The best you can do?
Oh, come on.
Warming up, you pathetic worm! Am I supposed to be impressed?
Grantham's map has led me to a treasure chest. Oh, concealed among some rocks. This must be where Grantham hid his belongings while he was at sea. He had passed this on to me now as a reward for helping free his spirit. Ring, necklace, some gems, gold, some metal, and a weapon. Fancy Dan. You know what they say? Fancy Dan was a fancy man. Ruled this land with a fancy plan. If he started a gang, it'd be the Fancy Clan. Nope, you know the rules. Emerald. Our pile of gems is getting pretty big. Gold nugget. Sapphire. Yeah, I think next we're gonna have to make a little stop off at the pile. What do you say? Alright, I think that there's only like half a dozen left. Yeah, 11. Yep, that's a pretty big pile of pearls rolling around. Fancy jug, book, giant nugget of gold. These are flawless ones up here. Cool.
You're the gray fox. Please don't hurt me.
And you're the gray foxy.
It's you. Hi.
Let's go just dump some stuff. A rock room. Yeah. I need to do something like that. Make a background out of rocks. I think what we do next is we start the Dark Brotherhood quest and or finish the main line, and then we're gonna do Morrowind. We're gonna do that later. Have a good day, Colette.